All right. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you. I am going to do a reading on Aaron Hernandez. I personally, at first glance, I believe that he killed those people. The testimony of his lover seemed to be very damaging. So I'm going to read an article to you guys, and then I'm just going to go with the spirits and just look at the cards. Because I don't really know much about the case, but obviously it's one of those cases where it proves once again for the 99th millionth time that when a man is having a same-sex relationship, he has tremendous pressure from society to keep that relationship a secret. Okay, it's considered to be embarrassing or whatever. I personally think that the only reason why people feel that way is because of their ignorance. You know, I think that the only thing you can do is change your reaction to things. But I personally think that it's unfair for him to be gay and then pressured by society to front as if he's straight when he's not. So to me, it seems like, at first glance, that this man could not deal with the fact of being gay. So instead, he'd rather take his whole life out. And this is why I believe that all of that gay, lesbian, and transgender stuff is bad, because suicide is very common because it's a confusion. Okay? Now, a lot of men who have been with men their whole life and then they get with a woman, it's culture shock and it's also cognitive dissonances. So I think that if you're a man that led a gay lifestyle, you need to let people know, disclose it. And you never know. For me, I'd be patient and understanding, because I know that, you know, a lot of people are just gay out of trauma. You're not born that way. You were traumatized and then in some ways programmed. So this guy, Aaron Hernandez, he played for the NFL and we know that the NFL is corrupt. You know, we all found that out. All right, so I am just going to ask the spirits. I want to look at this Aaron Hernandez situation. I'll do a Celtic cross with the Cosmic Tarot deck. Boy, I bet a lot of you in Georgia meeting me was a culture shock, because I'm so very different. And I'm culture shocked too, you know, I am. Anyway, let's take a look at this situation. I'm going to read a little bit from the article real quick so that I can kind of fill you guys in on what's going on with this situation. And I don't really like to play videos. I just rather read it to you guys. So basically, if this is some kind of friendship gone bad, and supposedly Alex Bradley, it says they were once best friends, confidants, and keepers of the most wicked secrets. Inseparable, Aaron Hernandez once described his relationship with Alexander Bradley. They were very much separated, however, Monday on the ninth floor of the Suffolk Superior Court during Hernandez's double murder trial. Separated by 6 court officers, either directly between them or ready to restrain, separated by the distance between the witness stand, Bradley, and the defense table, Hernandez. Although under different circumstances, those positions could have been reversed, separated because their relationship is as complex as it is combustible. Most apparent, perhaps, when Bradley explained to the jury why he didn't go to the police even after Hernandez allegedly pointed a gun between his eyebrows, fired, and left him to die in an alley of an industrial area of South Florida. Bradley survived with one eye, but all his vengeance, talking to the cops, didn't just violate his no snitching street ethos, whatever that is. It violated any sense of fairness. I didn't want to talk to the police, Bradley said. I wanted Mr. Hernandez. I wanted his life. Wow. The tone chilled an already tense courtroom as Bradley stared with his left eye, the one that still worked, directly at Hernandez. He tilted his head to the right and shook it in fury at his old friend. There was no empty words, no posing. Given the chance, Bradley would almost certainly kill Hernandez, and vice versa, at least if Hernandez learned that when it comes to Alexander Bradley, it takes more than one close range shot to the skull to finish him. So he shot this man in the head and he survived. That's so bizarre. So I already know what I'm going to see in this reading. Judge Jeffrey Locke broke for lunch right then, leaving Bradley's words and stare to hang over a jury, contemplating the levels of personal betrayal overwhelming this case. As court officers ushered Bradley out, he walked past Hernandez. The two of them locked and shared a look of pure menace. Now, supposedly, I believe that these two were evidently lovers. Okay. Now, this is where a lot of gay people are going to be in denial about the harm in getting involved in same-sex relationships. And a lot of people are trying to blame him killing himself because his girlfriend found out he was gay. I don't believe that. I believe that he would have killed himself because the LGBT community would not want him to go. I feel like people that are lesbian or gay, you have demons. And I'm not going to come on here and say that you don't, just like a straight person can have demons. However, when you look at the statistics of violence, and you know what, we're not looking at the actual statistics. We're only trying to victimize gay people. But in reality, gay people are some of the most aggressive, the most violent people that you will ever meet. And this is an example of that. Okay, so Hernandez is charged with killing Daniel de Abreu and Safiro Furtado in a 2012 drive-by shooting after a brief encounter earlier at a Boston nightclub. Bradley is the state's star witness. The driver of the vehicle, Hernandez, was in that night and the lone eyewitness capable of putting the gun in the former New England Patriots' hand. Across a lengthy day of direct examination, the defense's ferocious cross of Bradley is expected to begin Tuesday. The trial focused on the chaotic friendship of Bradley and Hernandez. The former Connecticut, whoever wrote this should have proofread it, said the former it should have just said the former Connecticut drug trafficker, the latter an NFL star, both of them with a propensity for rage and unnecessarily violence that have dominated and doomed their lives thus far. Hernandez, 27, is serving a life sentence for the 2013 murder of Odin Lloyd in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. Bradley, 34, is currently doing a 5-year stint in Connecticut for indiscriminately shooting up a Hartford nightclub in 2013 after someone there shot him 3 times in the leg over a dispute about money. Together, they make a pathetic pairing, pinned up and battle-scarred, each trying to save whatever is left of himself by accusing the other of actually killing those 2 people. Their relationship has begun through commerce, a buyer and a seller. Bradley often supplying marijuana on a payment plan because Hernandez was still just a college football player then, a Florida Gator, and money was tight. It wouldn't be for long, though not with the NFL beckoning. I don't believe that he was smoking marijuana. Marijuana is a peaceful drug. Marijuana does not make you kill people. So don't be trying to throw marijuana in there. This is sickening. So anyway, they became friends. They smoked a lot. They played video games a lot. They partied a lot together. They also provided something for each other. Hernandez allowed Bradley into his orbit of superstardom. Bradley gave Hernandez undeniable street toughness that he always conveyed. Bradley was true gangster. He was also the rare peer who didn't need his money. They also shared an unexpected level of depth. Hernandez, for all his tough guy posturing, grew up in a 2-parent middle-class home and had the gift of a chameleon. He went to college for 3 years. He could act like a thug, but he was smart and well-spoken. So too was Bradley, who from the witness stand offered a large vocabulary. In his testimony, a car was a vehicle, a house was a residence, and a gun was a firearm. Aaron Hernandez was Mr. Hernandez. He used legal jargon. Notes of this entered into evidence, displayed admirable penmanship. At one point, he described issuing Hernandez a death threat this way. I expressed my feeling to him about how I wanted to handle the situation. Bradley said, that's one way to put it. Bonded by evenings of bottles and blunts. I don't believe it was blunts. I believe it. Nobody has to put anybody on a payment plan for marijuana. Okay, that's just, yeah, no. It was a rare day they didn't at least check in by phone, and a rare week they weren't hanging out 2 or 3 times, often in Boston nightclubs. The most fateful came in July 2012 when Bradley testified that Hernandez grew angry that D. Abreu didn't pay him enough respect when he bumped into the Patriot and caused a drink to splash. Later, Hernandez spotted De Abreu's party driving away at closing time and ordered Bradley to follow in pursuit. Bradley did just that, running a red light to pull up alongside the Cape Verdean immigrant's car. That's when Bradley said Hernandez, wearing rosary beads as a necklace, fired 5 shots. He would have done more, but he was out of ammo. The two fled and headed back to Connecticut, each of them, according to Bradley, shocked at what had occurred. He was kind of panicked. Bradley said, I hit one in the head and one in the chest. So this is a very, very long article, and I do intend to read all of it, but I mean, it's going to take me a while to get through this article. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw the cards. Now, to me, it sounds like they must have both done something together, which doesn't make any sense. That's how you can tell that there was no real love, trust, or friendship between these two people. There was only a demon. Okay? So it sounds like to me Hernandez tried to take his life, but he didn't die. And we'll see what's going on in the cards. So I want to look at what's current with Hernandez. This is somebody that passed on, allegedly. Allegedly, he's passed on. So we'll look at the current, what's crossing, what's in the subconscious, what is in the past, what is above, and what is before, and that's in the future. And then I'll look at a significator, what factor affected the situation, hopes and fears, and outcome, judgment, and not advice, but more so, we want to know what happened. We want to know who did it. So this is a case of who did it and why. I think instead of us asking who did it, we need to ask why. Why did he do it? Because he was wrapped up in a homosexual lifestyle. He was wrapped up in a homosexual relationship that was very unstable. It made him unstable. Okay, it sounds like the friendship to me was very toxic. Okay, and it also sounds like to me that that dude was sent to ruin his career. All right, and his life in general. Okay. So what he has in the current position is the Star card. Very interesting. This could be a whole fake made up story, to be honest with y'all, but the Star card comes up. So this is kind of representing martyrdom a little bit, the fact that he killed those people and the fact that he's now famous, you know, which kind of brings attention to football and all of that stuff, because a lot of people don't really watch football, and no one cares. You know, it's a lot of people that watch football. If you watch it, I noticed that there was a lot of people in Atlanta that got depressed because the Falcons lost, or, you know, is it the Falcons or the Patriots? I'll have to check. It's not the Patriots. Why would you get depressed over a football game? Is it because you're gambling? Well, you know, gambling is not good. So I feel like the star coming up represents him being a star. Okay, it represents possibly the inspiration that he's going to provide to people for healing, because a lot more of this story is going to come out. It's going to talk about the harm in same-sex relationships. Okay? Truly believe that. Very harmful. You know, a person, and you know what? There's harm in heterosexual relationships. However, when you mix a demon with love and sex and passion, you ain't no telling what you'll come out with. So I'm going to ask the spirit to give me more clarity on this star card. Okay, the Five of Swords reversed. I believe that this has something to do with the media and as far as the whole story and as far as what is happening. So I feel like, hey, KG, how you doing? I feel like the Five of Swords reversed is representing the controversy behind it. And I think that it's also representing his soul or his spirit is in torment. So it doesn't matter if he died or not. Okay, they say that he hung himself in the cell. His soul is in torment, his spirit. Okay, so that's why this Five of Swords comes up in the reverse position. I'm going to clarify more on this star card and the Five of Swords reversed with the Black Cat Tarot deck. Bottom line is that, and you know what, I will be talking about transgender and transsexual today. I will be giving you guys a different view. I will not be bigging that stuff up because you need to know the dark side of it. You need to know that when you start to be confused about your gender and then you think having gender reassignment surgery is going to help you and it doesn't. That's just like saying that a gastric bypass is going to work at getting rid of your food addiction or whatever it is that you're addicted to. And we know that's not true. Okay. So I get the sense that this is based upon money. I do feel like I'll have to check and see. Let me check a few things. I don't know what in the world is that. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. That's a school bus. Hold on a minute. Okay. Let me look up Aaron Hernandez's birthday real quick. All right, so he was born April the 19th, so it looks like he was born November the 6th, 1989, so a very young fella, too. He was young. Scorpio. All right, let me look up the other guy. Now, I get the sense that the guy is got to be an earth sign, so just give me a second while I look this up. All righty, Alexander Bradley. Let's see if he's famous enough to have his birth date out there. Okay, here he is right here. Oh, he's a basketball player. Okay. It doesn't give, wow, hold on a minute. What is this? Okay. It just says he was born in 82. I don't see his birthday anywhere. Hold on. Also, marijuana doesn't make you that paranoid. It doesn't. Marijuana does not make you kill people. So I'm sick and tired of them. I think it's a ploy. Yeah, he's a cocaine dealer. Cocaine dealers have a history of demonizing marijuana. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I can't find his birthday. Marijuana isn't the enemy. It's the fact that when you open up that gateway and then people are harassing you. Okay, so more than likely, if you're high on marijuana, you're probably going to be more aware. It raises your awareness of certain energies around you, but marijuana ain't never killed nobody. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, we have 2 earth sign people here. Okay. So the sad part about it is that at that point, when he had that murder trial, he was probably worth more to the NFL dead than alive. I'm just being honest with you. So I feel like somebody got paid off of this and they already gone. The chariot comes up, they already gone. Okay. These are 2 lives. One life that is lost, another life that is lost. Very tragic. One, a drug dealer with a possible promising future. And one of them, you know, because a lot of y'all will just condemn people, you know, and that's how they stay their so-called roles. You know, that's how they stay in those roles, because people condemn people. Hey, Ranisha, how are you? So I do feel like this was some sort of money scheme. Anything you see in social media is about money. What's crossing is the 6 of Pentacles. So money in this situation was definitely the evil. Money is always evil. It will always be evil because of people. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking, Ranisha. I'm going to ask Spirit more about this 6 of Pentacles. So the obstacle is the 6 of Pentacles. This is feminine energy also. So this is energy. The 6 of Pentacles is energy. Okay, this is feminine energy. But it's also about money. It's also about an investment. Somebody invested in his death or his destruction. You know that there's people that can invest in your destruction. Life insurance policies. I think that life insurance, it should be illegal to purchase life insurance on people. Okay, they need to decriminalize that. That way people won't do insurance scams. But when they stopped, when the insurance industry discovered the scams that people were doing, then they stopped a whole lot of stuff. And then they said, well, we're going to get it however way that we can. And that's what they've done. Okay, look at that. The magician, he was totally being manipulated that whole time. Totally under hypnosis and manipulation. What's in the subconscious or what's hitting is the 3 of Wands reversed. So this represents his involvement with men or either women. I believe that it was men. They're trying to, it's sad, they're trying to turn this around and blame it on marijuana and a woman and pressure from a woman. No, this is some kind of triangle turned bad. So oftentimes when men are living that fast lifestyle, they'll be bisexual. So there is some kind of threesome or something, you know, possibly with the wrong person. You know how people are when they're doing coke, when they're drinking, they're liable to do anything. Okay, because it numbs you. That's why I would never want that. I couldn't imagine having to numb myself for any reason at all. Okay. I'm going to ask Spirit to give me clarity on this 3 of Wands that's being hidden. Okay, the Moon card. So this is some kind of problem within his inner circle, within his so-called handlers. This is some sort of extreme paranoia is what the Moon card represents. Also represents anxiety, fear, the subconscious. The card that's next is the 6 of Cups. Okay. So this is where you've made some kind of bad deal. It's caused you some pain. He probably just wanted to go back to when he was happy. I am getting the sense that there could have been something that happened to him at the age of 3. I do believe possibly that he may have been raped by a man at the age of 3, or either women. So there's definitely some kind of rape, and then this is some kind of mind fuckery right here. So he's definitely had some problems in his subconscious that he was dealing with. What's in the past is the Queen of Swords. So I believe this card does represent possibly one of his exes. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign they are. They're bitter. They were angry to see him like that. And I do believe I believe it. I'm going to find out if it was male or female energy, probably both, because he seemed to have spread himself so thin. And that's the problem with that. Spirits, give me credit. I'm sorry, not credit. Give me clarification on the Queen of Swords. Okay. You also have a water sign reversed. So this is drinking. This is somebody suffering from alcoholism. It wasn't marijuana. It was alcohol. It was the alcohol. People that drink alcohol go into psychosis. It's very dangerous for the brain. Okay. Time to get real. The devil. So drugs and alcohol and perversion and money deals, contracts. Okay. We've got a female energy as well. The Queen of Cups reversed. So again, this is probably alcoholism and a lack of emotional stability is what that is. Now, the next card is the Five of Pentacles. There was also financial difficulty. Okay, that is one of the other reasons there was financial difficulty. If it wasn't financial difficulty, and he was lost. Okay, he was lost. And the Spirit is kind of telling me that when you look at the Five of Pentacles, you can see somebody's buried underground. So I'm picking up on a conspiracy. You know, a lot of times they'll just use people just for whatever purpose, whatever political agenda. He didn't have no protection. He was completely disconnected from his, ancestors. First of all, you are evidently a Hispanic guy and you're in America. Okay, so that's first of all, you're displaced. Okay. Also, you can tell that this is some kind of black hole, some kind of void. Somebody wanted his money. Somebody wanted his money. I believe it was his family. Okay, I do. Now, I believe these are people that he cut off of his life, but they found their way back in. I also believe that he was probably trying to cut that person off, which is probably why he shot him. Why would you shoot a person? I believe that his gay lover is something wrong with him, whoever that best friend of his was. It seemed like to me he was trying to move forward in his life and was caught up with an old friend, it seemed like, or either just a toxic friend. Sometimes that old friend will manifest itself over and over again, and you just have to tell it to go away. Okay? Now, what's above is strength in reverse. This lets me know his total disconnection with any kind of super consciousness. God, the goddess, yeah, he was totally under MK Ultra or totally under. He didn't have no defenses. Okay? Took over his mind. Spirits, give me more clarity on this Strength card that's above. What's crowning him is a lack of being able to balance physical from spiritual reality. So the Strength card in reverse is the power of your mind. His is reversed. So he had no power in his mind. His mind was totally asleep. Okay? You got somebody in his ear. You've got air communication, and then you also have someone that is possibly controlling him. In this case, it's probably either the media, or either it's somebody that feels some kind of power or control. Okay? Now this represents somebody lying about some, I mean, you can tell this is awful. Ten of Swords is what's above him. He didn't stand a chance. Look at this. Took him out. Okay? So this lets me know that this is false friends. This is a false friend. This is a false friend. And then this is a false guru. Somebody advising him, possibly on a mental illness that he may have had. He was going to maybe a bad doctor. Okay? The solution to depression is not always medication, because people get very suicidal on antidepressant medication. And there's a reason for that. Okay? It's all a part of your consciousness. So I believe these cards right here, the Strength card is representing a total lack of spiritual guidance. Okay? He was totally involved in nothing. All of these cards represent nothing, from nothing leading to absolutely nothing, but a dead end. He ended up in a dead end. I want to know, was it fate or destiny? Okay. Next card is the Two of Pentacles. So this is representing some kind of manic behavior, maybe manic depressant. But when you're smart, you notice that, hey, when I go and visit this person, I feel different. When I go and do this, I feel different. What are they putting in my drink? When I have sex with this person, I feel sick. When I do this, I feel sick. You have got, but see, in reverse, you don't understand why you're so unstable. So he was up and down, and this is letting you know he was down. So there was some pretty negative spirits around him. Now, what is before him in the future is the Four of Pentacles. This is where you're going to have this, either the same selfish person. They're going to be trying to get money out of his estate. So this is where they're going to sort of divide all of the earnings. They're going to divide it all up. Spirits, give me clarity on the Four of Pentacles. Okay, the Hanged Man. They're going to make him look extremely bad in the media. We already know that. They're going to twist the story to meet their own agenda. Okay, and then the Death card comes up. So I believe that his death is going to bring about change. What is that change? You got a person. This is a fire person. Queen of Wands. This is a very powerful, transformative being. Okay, I see this as energy. Okay, and every time, because a lot of people were asking me, they were like, well, what zodiac sign, what element is Ophiuchus? And I said, he's fire and water. So he's a mix of fire and water. So let's see what's coming up next. The Seven of Pentacles comes up. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is representing people in general, the consciousness of what's going on. Seven of Pentacles represents how you can blame for your problems. And that's exactly what those two men did. blaming each other, and then they wanted to take each other out. Okay? The Seven of Pentacles is representing somebody being held back, someone being wrong in their security. So the Seven of Pentacles comes up. I do want to say this, that somebody is going to put a fucking monkey wrench in the plans. Okay? Whatever money it was, I can see that, yeah, Six of Swords comes up. I feel as though whoever the victims are in this situation, which is possibly the people that loved him, the woman that loved him, you know, maybe she was just after his money. This is why if you're a football player, you need to get you a real woman and stop going after these fake women. Okay? So whoever was the victim, which you can tell that all of them were dirty, but they didn't deserve to lose their life, and that's probably why that guy didn't die. But somebody's definitely going to get paid on it. I don't think that they're going to get paid as much as they thought. Okay, this is not the boat rolling in. That money's going to have to be divided because he owes reparations to those families. The NFL is also going to be under a lot of fire because of this. A lot of large corporations, when their star players die and when things like that happen, they're going to be subject to scrutiny. I see somebody traveling by boat. Somebody from overseas. I feel like this is some kind of international, you know, terrorists bullshit type of political game type of bullshit. I'm so sick of political game. It's a joke. It's a lie. You're not going anywhere in life. So Mike Johnson said, I'm baking some chicken tonight, y'all. And some corn on the cob, chicken corn on the cob. And I might make some, instead of, I think I'm going to make I'm probably going to do mashed potatoes and some gravy because I got some gravy down there I want to make. And you know what? I actually like making gravy homemade, but sometimes using that gravy package is actually a little bit more healthier because you know that homemade gravy be good, baby. You make it out of the grease. So I do know how to make homemade gravy. But it depends on what's in it. Like if it's got MSG or something in it or it's too salty, but you know. But yeah, that's what I'm cooking for dinner. I can see somebody traveling, somebody trying to get away. Oh hell, what time should I be there? I would love to have some people. That's my favorite thing is feeding people. I love feeding people because I know that when I feed people, it does make a difference in how they feel about themselves. I could heal people just by cooking for them. Change your whole life. So So anyway, thank you, Mike Johnson. I appreciate that. I love it when people eat my food, you know, and I like to eat other people's food, but sometimes I can pick up on negative energy from people's food. So I feel like I probably used to be like a royal taste tester. I could probably taste test that stuff, make sure there wasn't no poison or nothing in it. And it wasn't poison that people were worried about. It was really bad energy. Well, in the spiritual community, we wasn't worried about no damn poison. We was worried about energy. Yeah, I'm being serious. We was worried about the energy that people put into it. If we had a cook, we chose our cooks very wisely. In fact, a lot of high priestesses just screw it. I cook for myself because we know the vulnerability when you eat somebody's food, and it's not poison. It's the energy that they put into it. Some people, you can eat their food, you sit there and laugh, watch TV. After you're done, you know, maybe about a couple of hours later, you take a poop and you go to sleep and you sleep good because that person, you know, put that in, and especially these men that be like, I'm going to marry you, woman, go in there and cook for me now. And then, you know, the women, you don't want no resentful cook. You want that woman to be happy about being in that kitchen and smiling at you. And so that's why you want to give her You want to feed her that energy also. She needs it. She needs it from you. So thank you for feeding me, Mike Johnson. I need that. You know, I love it. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm a woman. I love it when people eat my food, especially when they be like, oh my God, this is so good. And you can tell it's good because they're going to clean that plate. Somebody wasting their food, it means that they don't like your cooking for whatever reason, the intent that you put into it. All right, so the Fool card comes up. This is what I think I'm going to say universally about this, that I feel that people need to start trusting their own instincts. There are a lot of people that are involved in these lifestyles, okay? And it ends when you say it ends. It does. I think there needs to be a national day off for everybody. And there is no telling what. Look, I'm going to tell y'all something. In corporations, yeah, you got to understand how stupid. Can you imagine when God, let me tell y'all something. God gave us all the resources that we needed, and he told us to share, didn't he? And then here I come, and y'all like, where the hell this stupid heifer come from? I am what they call, I was a part of the Indigo Crystal Revolution. I was born in the 70s, in 77. I was born in the 70s. And I've always had I've always looked at the world and known ever since I was a child. They didn't want me to be smart or smart aleck because it's like, you know, I would probably question things back then. You know how they say kids say the darndest things. So for me, it never made sense. It just seemed like it was, you know, a person, you know, just everybody under some kind of trick. And it's always felt that way for me. And so I would say to people, you know, well, it really, honestly, indigo children, they just know for a fact that that we can all share. LOL, okay, if they don't look good, don't eat their food. I know. Oh, God. You know what? And then also, I watch people with food, and I look in their cabinets. If I come over your house and I look in your cabinet, I see I see that you got table salt. You ain't got no pink Himalayan salt or no sea salt. I probably won't eat in your house. If you don't have certain spices, if your spice is seasoning salt, I'm not interested in eating at your house because you're creating death. And I understand that you think seasoned salt has got the garlic, it's got all that in there with it. Cooking is so important. Who you hire as a cook is so important. So it doesn't matter if they're cooking you a, you know, I've seen people hire a cook and they were cooking like these gourmet meals and it looked like his health got worse. So you can, you know when you're getting that good, when you're getting that goodness. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like people need to have more trust in God. On the dollar bill, it says, in God we trust. And you need to know what that means, because God only allowed you to cut down trees to print out fake money, monopoly money, when you have resources on this planet abundantly. You cannot listen to a spirit that spirit is bitter. And I will be talking about demonology today, so stay tuned for that, because some of these demons that y'all dealing with, and y'all be like, I want to call on this demon. Don't bother that. Leave that damn demon alone. It doesn't like you. Like a lot of people will think, I'm going to work with a demon. It likes me. No, it doesn't. It's probably never even been human, doesn't understand you on a human level. And then it will tell you things like, you live in an altered reality with me. No, I don't. Yes, you do. 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 No, I don't. See, they want to wear you down. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Hell to the no, to the extra no. to the 10th power. I used to love doing those. Like math was my favorite subject, but when it got into like trigonometry, I was like, I don't need this. Honestly, I just want to be a mother. And, women that want to be at home with the kids, they criminalize that because of abusive mothers that didn't want to be at home with the kids. So because it was a woman that felt oppressed, every other woman had to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's good, Ronisha. That's good. I'm glad to hear. You don't have to be scared. Just be careful. Remember Cat Williams? He's funny, but he was like, "Don't be sorry, ho. Be careful." Because it was hilarious. I need to watch that. Oops. Why am I frozen? Cat Williams, what's up with that? What's up with Cat Williams? He wants me to do a reading for him. I'll do a reading for Cat Williams. I love Cat Williams. He's hilarious. So on the other side of the cross, you have the father. You have a father. So this is a very prominent male, probably either his father. I'll go ahead and clarify. Personally, I haven't seen, and I'm using 2 different decks. Women should stay home and take care of the house and the kids. That is how God. I agree. And what is wrong with that? Like, I know women that don't want to be at home, then don't. But let the women that do want to be at home be at home. We know that those women that don't want to be at home, they're very dangerous because they just want somebody else to raise their kids. And then will tell you they don't understand why you don't want nobody, because they don't love what comes out of them. And that has nothing to do with race. I'm sorry. But for me, I've always wanted to be a housewife and take care of the home. And it's been badgered into my head over and over again. Don't depend on a man. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know what? That's your reality. I live in a reality that the man that I marry, he gonna bring his ass home every night. We gonna laugh together. We gonna make love to each other. Okay. Yeah. So I don't live in some people's so-called reality. I live in a reality that has worked and and literally is the best thing for us. Women should not be sitting in, and you can tell because of the way people are, you know why they treating you like this? Because they don't want your ass to work. And it's either going to have a happy medium or something, because there's a lot of men that don't want women to work at all. Trust me, I know. I've been going through it. Let's clarify this, King of Wands. Well, you know what? If you a man and you got money to take care of me and I love you, like I really love you and just want to kiss you all the time, then we good. We gonna be all right. But I've been waiting for that right person. A lot of people will just settle. So I didn't want to settle. I said if I can't have what I want in life, I'm just gonna not have a man. I'm not gonna just marry somebody. Just okay. We can be roommates. Be roommates. You know what I'm saying? With somebody that's just your friend and you got like an open relationship and y'all buddies, y'all just buddy and pals. But I'm sorry, relationships and marriages, oh my God. If you want to make it work, you got to know how. And it's not making it work, it's making it, so that it'll make it. Like, you got to be determined. So, okay. So there is more fire energy. Okay, the Knight of Wands comes up reversed, and then the 3 of Cups reversed. I gotta warn, the people that I kind of feel as though this is a prominent male figure that's gonna go down. I can see it happening either in 3 years, 3 months, or 3 days. Somebody's gonna be exposed. Is this man? Okay, could be 2 people. I know that's right, Ronisha. And you can have it all. Like, a lot of people know they got if you know you got it all, don't let nobody ruin that for you. So 3 of Cups reversed is representing something ain't gonna go right. This was a bad deal. It was very, very bad, whatever it was. tell people learn to stop doing that stuff. You're going to have to learn, especially when you're killing people because of LGBT related issues. Come on now. And then I will be back to talk to the, and I'm going to be as gentle as possible with the LGBT community. I'm going to be as gentle as possible. And I'm the only one that loves you enough to tell you the fucking truth. Just like Jesus, you can persecute me all you want, but I'm going to be the one that loves you enough to tell you the damn truth. Because I know that that's what God and the goddess wants me to do. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you, you know, if you happy, you happy. But I've seen a lot of weird stuff, and I'm going to tell you, men, that you better like, and then it don't make no sense for you to get mad at women like me that care about you. And I'm sitting up here telling you, like, this person hates you. And just because this person had sex with you doesn't mean that they or have good intentions for you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I found that out the hard way. So anyway, spirits, I never did think that about people. Which is why I'm a loner. You know, I will be alone for a while until I find the right person. I am a Virgo moon. We're very picky about the people that we let into our life. So anyway, 3 of Cups reverse. Let's do a closure on this. What's up with this? What final messages do you have? Okay, the moon in reverse. So this is literally where that feminine energy is gonna, is whatever spell was used, whatever, you know, manipulation was used, you know, this is representing it coming back. So this is representing karma coming back to your subconscious. That's why when you do black magic, you can't sleep. Black magic will keep you up for years and months and months and months until you are a dead person. That's why when people are, and I had to go through it, guys. I've been through this. I started in the craft 15 years ago. And I did black magic, and I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. And I wasn't doing no drugs. It was my consciousness. And, you know, until I undid it and reversed the spell work, you know, I couldn't sleep. It was only a couple of days. I actually went to the hospital. And, you know, they were trying to, I forget, I think I just, it was so weird and bizarre to me that I couldn't sleep. It was so bizarre. And especially if you hopped up on drugs too, you'll never sleep. And that's not good for you at all. 4 of Swords reverse. Somebody is getting ready to go to jail. There's something that's going to be exposed. It may have something to do with either the military or the police. So I do believe that the 4 of Swords reverse does represent the actual jail. This is jail. The reason why it's in reverse is because there is some sort of conspiracy. I do believe it is going to be exposed either within the next 4 days, 4 months. Okay. Yeah, let's move on to the factors affecting the situation. Death in reverse. Death in reverse. So I believe, first of all, he was trying to walk away from a lifestyle, possibly. Why else would he kill 2 people? You know, usually people are killing somebody because they don't want them to let something out about them. And he probably felt that it would ruin his career or something. And, you know, and yeah, bad people in your past will do that to your life. Spirit, give me clarity on the Death card in reverse. Okay. 2 of Cups reversed, representing the lack of self-love and the fact that he got taken out before his time. Also represents at the age of 2, possibly being molested, possibly by a woman. Okay. Probably by several rituals. I see rituals being performed on him. Okay. Very malignant, toxic environment. Somebody was also heartbroken. Somebody also, I mean, he was successful. So people in your past are people that are about to be a part of your past. Seemed like to me that that other guy could have been possibly stalking him. The Three of Swords reversed. Last card is the Emperor reversed. So this is somebody that is a businessman. Okay, they all about their Skrilla and their paper. It was reversed, and so I can tell you that the Emperor is actually representing, you know, dictatorship, the dogmatic views that these men are under. And you already know men are considered to be disposable anyway, because they want you to, you know, send your sons into the army so that they can die. Who do you think is really responsible for that? You think other men are? Who do you really think is in control of this world? Be honest with yourself. Is it women or men? Be honest. And it's not because you can do all sorts of stuff or you have power in the legal system. I am talking about, why do you think this is happening? Why do you think he did that? You know, he got hurt as a child by his mother. The Emperor represents his father. He had nowhere to turn. I don't believe he had good parents at all. At all. Eight of Swords reversed. Okay. He may have been framed. You never know. But I do believe that it's a sinister plot. It is. It's a sinister plot. Let me see what you guys are chatting. You think men are more, I do think men are in control, but I'm sorry, some of the things that they are doing is ridiculous. Okay, whenever they do the death and destruction thing, I do believe it could be either a man or a woman that's controlling them. When they're doing the building thing and they're building themselves up as men, they're doing exactly what a woman would do. They're doing what a woman would want them to do, at least a real woman that isn't down on herself or feeling bad about herself anyway. So, yeah, he was in prison in his mind with the Eight of Swords. He had some things on his mind. I believe something happened when he was 3. Maybe his father left him. Maybe his father abused him, possibly sexually with this Eight of Swords reversed. So I do believe that there was sexual abuse in his past by males. Men get raped too, and women rape women too. Did y'all know that? Okay, King of Cups reversed. This is hopes and fears. This was a water sign person's self. It could be self. He's a Scorpio. But this is somebody that's really, really off emotionally. This is somebody that just doesn't care about people's feelings. They're very non-empathetic. So this is a person in his life, probably somebody he modeled after. Poor thing. This is what makes you a man. I remember Roseanne Barr. Roseanne Barr, she's pretty strong. She said, she was talking about her father. She said, you know, my father thinks that a man is somebody that eats chicken. You know, she's funny as hell. Roseanne Barr is funny. Okay. And you know what? All you can do is make jokes and laugh about it because she already been through the pain. You know, Roseanne Barr is a white lady that grew up with an abusive white father. Okay. Nobody cares about her story, though. You don't talk about that. I'd be leery of a group that suggests that you kill off women and children and blame it on them. You're being ridiculous, and you have just turned into what you don't want to be. Okay? Spirit, give me clarity on King of Cups reversed. Okay? 10 of Wands, you can tell that he was overburdened. and the Sun card in reverse. So I kind of believe that the Sun card in reverse is representing a child. It's representing a child that was possibly trying to come through the spirit. The Sun in reverse. It's in reverse because it's a, yeah. Hermit is representing typically God, represents God energy. It also represents literally y'all know how sometimes the natives would put their child out in the middle of the forest and with no food or water and tell them to go survive. Okay, that's what that is. It's your own spiritual journey. To get to where you want to get, you got to go through it alone. You've got to figure things out. There's a lot of people very codependent. Okay. The outcome is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I do believe that his estate is going to, it's not going to be much left. Okay. Seven of Pentacles reversed again. I don't think this is going to be very lucrative for a lot of the people. Now there is a Queen of Pentacles reversed. This Queen of Pentacles is going to get paid, and I believe she represents possible earth energy. Okay, so that's probably his burial. Let me see who's going to get paid. The funeral home is going to get paid. They'll definitely get paid. The police are going to get paid. I doubt the victims are going to get anything. They ain't going to get nothing. I don't believe the victims are going to get any money. Hey, Garrett. The victims' families, they're not going to get anything. I don't believe that. Okay? Spirit, give me clarity on this Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. This is somebody under mind control that's handling his estate. He or she is under mind control. Okay, by some air sign. Okay, Knight of Cups is in reverse. See? Nine of Swords. Something ain't gonna go right. Okay. So I just feel as though it was really, in my opinion, it was all for naught. Now what you do have is the Ace of Pentacles. And you see that star in there? It's probably his wife that should be getting the money. If he's married, yeah, his wife would get the money. But I do see people trying to fight over the money. So his wife needs to be okay. Whoever his wife is, she needs to be protecting her interests right now. So hopefully the identity of his wife and kids, hopefully people will leave them the hell alone. I get the feeling that they won't, which is why they're probably saying that he's gay or that he was whatever. But, that's actually going to spark controversy. Okay. Now the Ace of Pentacles does come up. There's going to have to, I'd say this whole thing would be settled in about a year. Okay. I believe that his money is going to get tied up in legal fees. In the NFL, I don't believe that that his family is going to be taken care of. If his family was going to get taken care of, they wouldn't have ever taken him out in the first place. I feel like I don't feel like this Ace of Pentacles. I mean, it can represent big money, but for who? I think that some of the people, I think it's going to get spread out because there's two victims, and then there's his friend, so-called friend, and then their family, and then there's a lot of it's just going to be bad. I don't see it as, and I think that, yeah, she's going to get money, but look at everything she's going to go through. She lost her husband. It was a waste. Spent all that time building that man up so that this other man could bring him down. Okay. There's anxiety. You can see with this Knight of Cups turned up. So his wife and kids, they are going to have to, I would say what she should do, because I think that at this point, being that he is a football star, that she should start protecting herself spiritually. But a lot of people will be like, I have all my money and I'm okay. And I think that, the children, the fact that their father died in such a violent way, and the fact that he committed suicide. So I don't sense that his spirit is bad. You can see that my baby kept sleeping. I don't get the sense that he, I think he just wanted to leave. You know what, that whole lifestyle, the materialistic lifestyle, will put a lot of pressure on people. And it's like, I just wish that these poor babies would just realize what they're doing, what they're doing to themselves. I can imagine. I wouldn't want okay, his wife may be like that, but she does need support, but that she lost her husband. So that's really messed up. And she lost her husband to materialism and demonic stuff that didn't even matter. So that's just empty money. I wouldn't want empty money without the man that I love there with me to help raise my children. So, I'm going to clarify this Ace of Pentacles, and then I'm going to go. If you guys want to read in today, let me know. I am here and I am available. Let me ask Spirit about this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Temperance. Yeah. I'm saying, the Spirit is saying to the world to stop, man. Y'all are tripping. This represents balance, completion, and things being how they should. Okay? I hope and I pray that we can get back to that, because it's been nothing but social media frenzy. I'm going to come and talk about your period, ladies. While a lot of women, they just get older and they just opt to have the whole thing taken out because they feel like it saves them from something. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't save you from anything. Okay? Because your menstrual and your period, I will be back to talk about that. So stay tuned, guys. If you want to know about your body, instead of just looking at everything as what it is, you need to know the significance of certain stuff. Did he do it? I believe that he did. I believe that he did it because he was suffering from it's a sexual gender crisis identity, probably. Okay, some people make those decisions early on in life, and you got to realize that you got a whole life ahead of you. Okay, and anybody that doesn't accept you for who you are and doesn't accept your journey, they're not worth your time. So I'm the type of person to where, I've been there, done that. I've came from the same place. So I'm not judging you. I'm just very loving, and I just really understand what's going on with that. Okay. It can be very depressing. You're welcome, Ranisha. Shayna Jenkins Hernandez. Let me look her up. So yeah, my heart goes out to her that okay, hold on a second. Oh, he has really beautiful kids. Hold on a minute. Well, they weren't married yet, were they? Wow. Without being married. She was widowed without, they never got married, but they may be common law. Yeah. Well, I haven't done a reading on her, and I will tell you that, I wish the best for the children and, people affected by it. I'm sorry for the loss of her husband. That's sad. I couldn't imagine. I think that that is a day that you truly will get depressed and want to die, when you lose your family, when you lose your husband or your wife. And if I ever got married and died, I would want my husband to be happy. But then again, if he just was to roam around lost without me, I would totally understand. That's why a lot of people that are really close, they die on the same day, especially twin flames. For some reason, twin flames will die on the same day. It's so weird. But, don't think that, this twin flame thing, I'm going to tell y'all something. I need to come talk to y'all about that, because it's very intense, the energies that you feel for your twin flame. But it's like it's like you got to realize that you got to calm down when it comes to that. You got to calm down when it comes to that, because you got that true balance. You don't need to do all that. If those two men were really friends, they didn't have to go through all that. That wasn't really his friend. That was nothing but an assassin or somebody to ruin his life. And unfortunately, he couldn't see that. If I was his girlfriend, I'd have told him to not ever speak to that dude again. I'd have been like, nope. Don't want him around. So why not? Well, because he's going to get you killed one day. And don't you want to be able to spend the rest of your life with me? So if you don't, then you don't. But we're going to be smart here and do what makes common sense, So anyway, I got to go, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and thumbs up this video. Let me know what you thought of the reading. I personally think that he did commit those murders, but I think that he was under duress at the time. I do believe that people can get with somebody that has a lot of issues and they can make you do some crazy things. So that dude just had some kind of weird influence over on him. And the fact that he shot him in the head and didn't die, I think that dude has got to be some kind of demonic person. I really do. I think he's some kind of demon. I mean, you can say he got lucky or whatever, but I just believe that the reason why he didn't die is because because I kind of feel like, and the fact that they're placing the blame going back and forth, it just doesn't sit well with me, because neither one of them are thinking about the innocent victims, or not even innocent victims, but the innocent victims are his children. The innocent victims are the people that had to bury him. That's very traumatizing. His children had to go through an early trauma of losing their father. That is just, you'll never justify it to me. Okay, causing suffering to other people. I'll never agree with you. I'll never conform to you, and I'll never use my power for your agenda. I'll always use my power for good. That's what I said. I wouldn't necessarily, because why would you have to do wrong for love? It's like, I'm in love, let me go out and kill somebody. No, that's not love. So you got to consider the source. Al Green was a alcoholic, drug addict, and he was pushing a damn agenda. He was an artist. So I like Al Green, but I'm sorry, the cognitive dissonance is real. Love can make you do wrong and make you do right. He was right about that. But love should not, that's how you can probably tell the difference between love. If it's real love, you're not going to want to do wrong. Like, love is going to want to make you build yourself up. Okay, and a lot of people are having a hard time telling the difference between love and hate, to the point where they actually thought that hate meant love. And then we could see with a lot of the rappers, like, I love Ja Rule, he'll say love is pain. And you know what? Love is very painful. because you know eventually you're going to be separated from the person that you love. You came here, you love their physical form probably, you know, and a lot of times people, you know, you just really don't understand. A lot of people will look at somebody that somebody else is in love with and go, "Ugh, that person's so ugly." It's like, well, they don't think so. They think that person is the most gorgeous person ever walking the earth. So, I mean, a lot of people got to understand, and you can tell what people be going through. I personally believe this dude was confused. And he just said, screw it. His life was screwed up anyway. You know, and I believe that when it trickles down at the base of it has something to do with either his sexual orientation or either his lifestyle or the existence of the materialism. So, and I feel like we are, as a country, coming out of that. I feel like it's a slow process. It is. It's a slow process. Okay. They can't just wake you all up at once. They can't do it. It would be dangerous. And that's what people are trying to do right now, is waking people up, because money is not real. It's an illusion. There's only resources and energy. And those resources are far more valuable than money. Human beings are a source of energy. Human beings are what you consider to be money, but they're not objects. So I don't care what anybody says. I think that they are going to prepare you for not having money. They are trying to do that, and you guys can kill the messenger. I told y'all a long time ago. And if they give you resources, what are you complaining about money for? If they are literally and then it's like, oh, well, you're giving me something, and I don't want it to be given to me. But isn't that the whole consensus of it? If you're robbing and stealing and not working for it anyway. So the presence of money is evil. Money that you buy at the store, this is why they're going to eliminate paper money. Paper money needs to be burned, all of it, and given back to God. God would love to see all that paper money burned, because it's touched a lot of hands. It's filthy. A dollar bill has more disease in it. Hell, that's how you get AIDS, is through the money. Some of y'all silly, y'all be rubbing the money all on y'all nipples and y'all coochie and y'all booty. Money got AIDS and diseases and Ebola on it. I'll see y'all later. Let me catch this phone. Love you guys. Namaste.